So the only thing to think about with the microphone is you want it close to your mouth. You're almost like you're speaking over the top of it.
Oh, like that.
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
I knew your voice was going to sound amazing on this microphone.
Say
the ABCs to me like Barry White. Go.
hey. Boom. Do-do-do. B.
It's so funny that like I'm setting up all the cameras and stuff, and people are driving by slow. They're looking for you.
Yeah.
People are honking on the street. People are waving. People stopping by. I was talking to one of your employees, and he's like, "Man, people are just here hanging out every day. Like we're trying to make money. We love people, but like everybody just it really is
A community.
Community auto."
Absolutely. I enjoy it, man. Being over here in this area is more than just about business, man. It's about people being comfortable with you and discussing any and everything, and I enjoy that part of it.
Yeah. Talk to me a little bit about that community part, because like it's rare that a business says like names itself after a community, and then actually builds a community. Why is that so important to the business that you're trying to run?
Well, the biggest thing for me, bro, is that without people, you have no business. And I remember I have to go back to like the church days when I was a kid. When you needed things from the church supplied those things. And people in this area, I understand my demographics. I understand the people that I deal with. I grew up over here, and you want to be that go-to guy for some of these people, and I enjoy that part of it. I enjoy the camaraderie that we have. It's a great experience for me. I wouldn't change it for the world. I truly wouldn't. And these are the best people. The media paint a bad picture about the east side of Saginaw, but these some of the greatest people you can ever deal with.
Amen. East side, baby.
Yeah, all day, every day.
All day, every day.
Yes, sir.
I want to thank you for sharing your story with me a bunch of months ago. I don't want to say a bunch of months ago, but I'm not entirely sure. Not only sharing the story with me, but when we posted it, especially the section about you talking about your grandfather and love, and you're struggling with addiction, and how he taught you about what love was. You shared that story not only with me, not only with Saginaw, but with something like 3 million people all across the world, which was wild.
It was. And I was getting inboxes from Venezuela, from Africa, from Europe, telling me that they appreciate the story. Because the drug epidemic affected so many lives. So it was a common story between a lot of people, and I was glad to be able to share that with the people, man, because it's all about change. It's all about telling your story, being transparent, and hoping that it helps someone.
Yeah. Some of the messages that you got that I really loved was they came from parents of people struggling with addiction asking you for advice. And I thought that was such a beautiful thing, and it goes to not only the power of storytelling, but also the power of Saginaw. I mean, like, here is something that through you and your life, Saginaw has given to the world in helping these other parents say, like, hey, I'm really struggling with how to reach my child who I care about desperately. Can you help me?
Right.
And Saginaw helping the world.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what's the purpose of us being here, bro? We're here for the purpose of helping. It didn't say you had to be local to help somebody. You telling your story helps people all across the world. And man, I tell you, when you painted the picture, when you told the story, you and Bob Johnson, two of the greatest creators of storytelling, man. And
thank you.
It set our story apart from most, man, because of your delivery and the way you wrote it, bro.
I want to tell you that one of the things that I do through my work is I go out to communities across the country,
Okay.
teaching them how to do this kind of community storytelling work that we do
Okay.
here in Saginaw. And I use your story as an example.
Oh wow.
And without fail, there was once I was doing a keynote in North Carolina, 700 people. I read your story, and about 2 seconds after I finish, I look up at the crowd, and half of them are grabbing tissues and sniffling and things like that. And so I just want to say, like, you are reaching so many people, and I want to thank you for that.
Yeah. I can't say you're welcome because it's my story. It's what it is, brother. And I'll tell it over and over again. If it's going to help, I'll repeat that story a million times.
An important part of your story is, of course, your beautiful wife.
Absolutely. Without her, it wouldn't be a me. You know what I mean? She allows me to be who I am on a daily basis. And some people may say, you should be who you are anyway. But when I leave here, this shop, and I go home, my house is peaceful. I don't have to go through the, do this or do that, or, the rigors in some marriages. My house is peaceful. My home is peaceful. And she allows me to be who I am. And in fact, she inspires me to be better because if you know her situation, she wakes up with a smile every single day, bearing and dealing with the health issues that she has. So who am I to bury myself in misery or when I'm watching her every single day, bro?
It's interesting because like 10 minutes ago, I interviewed a mutual friend of ours, Jimmy Green, and he just got married.
Yeah, right on.
Beautiful wife, Stephanie. And I asked him, tell me one reason why you married her. And you know what he said? She brings me peace.
Absolutely. That's the key component to any man being able to walk into his home is having a place of peace, man. You don't marry somebody that's going to cause strife and division and anger and be upset all the time. You want to be blessed with that peace.
Yeah. And I'm going to advocate for some of the women that are watching this. I think they would also say the same thing.
Absolutely.
Like, they would also say, you know what? Considering the stress of life, all the things that need to be done, the chaos, finding peace in a partner can be one of the most amazing things.
Yeah, but the women draw peace from understanding that she has a leader that she don't have to be concerned with, that she trusts him with a family, and that's
Trust.
that's where I am with my wife. She trusts that I'll take care of our family.
Something that I love about your relationship, your Sunday drives.
Yeah.
Tell me about your Sunday drives.
Well, you can't take withdrawals without putting deposits. You know what I mean? So each and every time, like I said, she allows me to be myself during the week. So I owe her those weekends to whatever she wants to do. We go out and do. Sometimes we ride for distances, don't turn the radio on, just have a casual conversation. And then other days we're about having fun and allow her to do some of the things she like doing. So
I just want to say how much I love these sidewalk talks.
This is awesome.
Because like I'm thinking back to Jimmy's conversation and this conversation, and it's just like I love the fact that people are watching them, but I'm also getting just advice that just cuts me right to the core.
Oh wow.
And it's been an amazing gift so far.
That's the best.
I love the Sunday drives too because like you said, you have to make deposits to make withdrawals.
Absolutely.
And when you make a deposit, it's got to be a choice. There's got to be intention. There's got to also sacrifice. Like you are giving up something and you are giving it to someone. Like it's not like a casual if it happens, it happens. It doesn't. You have to make a decision.
Absolutely.
And you're making a decision to say we need Sunday drive together, making a deposit. It also says it can be very simple. It doesn't have to cost money. It doesn't have to be a big help. Every Sunday at 2 p.m., you're hopping in the car with your wife and you are driving somewhere.
Absolutely. But we have to think about some things, especially when you are a leader in the community, you dealing with people every day. You sharing yourself with people. A lot of time you sharing yourself with people, which takes away from your spouse. So when you have to make that time for that spouse, and you know, I'm gonna say this to you, brother. Before I do any interviews, I don't know if you saw me or not, but I get quiet for a second,
Mm.
and I give prayer and ask to use me how you see fit. Right? I ask God to use me as He see fit. And with that being said, um, some things chur up in your gut
Mm-hmm.
when you want to talk, and it's weird because you don't know what you're gonna say. It just comes up and comes out, and that's allowing yourself to be used, man. You see these cars ride by and blow the horn. They do it every day, all day. That lets me know that I'm doing the right things in our community.
I want to tell you that the moment of silence, the prayer to be used in positive ways,
Yes.
has already paid off, and nobody has even seen this yet because we're still recording it. Because I mean, I love talking to you, and I think I love talking to you because I remember our first conversation. I left, packed up my stuff. We're walking out here. We're standing in the street, and you said some of the most affirming and validating words to me that have ever been said. And I know that it's not blowing smoke. I know that it's not just me. I mean, evidenced by all the people waving at you right now in the car. And I think that it's such an inspiration for all of us. The power of pouring into other people.
Absolutely. And this is what's crazy about it. Prior to that day, I had met you one other time before that. Right. So the prayers before using me as you see fit, Lord, when you walked out, it was the thing that churned in my spirit as we walked to your Jeep. Had told me to tell you those things, and I meant what I said. And every time I see you, I embrace you because your energy, man. You have great energy, and I embrace that. That's what we look for on a daily basis. You don't carry your job on your shoulders, but you do a great job of it. But in addition to that, your spirit is, in my experience with you, are pure, man. And it's easy for me to love on you, brother.
I'm wearing these sunglasses, not because it's sunny outside, because it's obviously not right now, but I'm tearing up a little bit.
I see your lips shaking a little bit, brother. But I mean what I say to you, man. And tell me I'm lying to you when I say to you, every time I see you, I embrace you. Every time. Because your spirit is what it is, and I love your spirit. And I love what you represent, your family, your kids, your humor. And I still reflect back on that award my wife and I got.
Heart of the City Award.
That Heart of the City. Man, I still laugh at that. This is the most funniest thing I ever. And when I read it the first time, I didn't pick up what you put down. I had to read it because
your wife
times.
is sitting and she's like looking at you all sultry and you're smiling at the camera, and it's like when your husband wins a Heart of the City Award or something like that. It's like, you can thank me for that one later.
Oh man, that churn, man. That was the funniest stuff ever, man. But man, you do such an awesome job, bro.
I appreciate that.
You and Bob Johnson, and I'm sure there's others, but you and Bob Johnson, you guys do an awesome job.
I appreciate that, and I want to tie your thanks to me to a thank you that I want to give to the city of Saginaw, because, like you said, with your business, without people, there would be no community auto.
That's it.
Without the city of Saginaw, this work literally would not exist. I was broke, floundering, trying to figure out something to do. I could pick up a camera. I was super nervous about talking to strangers, like devastating social anxiety. And being broke and being desperate led me to pick up a camera. Took me about 6 months to work up the guts to walk into Mr. Van's shoe repair and offer to take photos for him for an hour for free, just so that I could practice talking to people, and had this idea of supporting businesses but making the people kind of the stars of the show and not just the stuff. And lo and behold, 6 years later, I mean, just your story alone reaching millions. It's Saginaw in front of everyone, like Riverfront Saginaw, millions and millions of people over the last 6 years, not just pouring into the rest of the world, but hopefully pouring into Saginaw as well, saying like, this is who we are, this is who we are, look at this, And something that we talked on the phone briefly last night, and something that you said went like, I wish I could show Saginaw what it could be.
Yeah.
Can you tell me more about that?
Yes.
What do you mean?
So a lot of times, Phil, we engage in the negative, and I'm not saying I'm not a part of that at times. I've been there. I've done that.
Yeah, we all are.
Yeah.
Every community is.
Absolutely.
It's human nature.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yep.
But when you take enough people and put them in a set place, bro, with the same desires. And I remember something a pastor told me, Pastor Torrey Simpson. He said a lot of times you don't have to speak. When your hearts connect, those things take place that's necessary. And I remember, I just go back to the days when I was a kid with Lawrence McKinney and Willie Thompson and Lou Oates and Buddy Oates and those people of those days, man, those eras. They made and had community. Mr. Culpepper on the South End. You know, you had people that really didn't care about money. And I don't know if grants and all that stuff were around then, but when you do things for free and from the heart and devote your time to it, it can't do nothing but be blessed, man. And a lot of people do things for money. And at the end of the day, money means nothing to any of us. It's the footprints in the sand that we leave for other people that's more important, in my opinion.
I love that you're saying this because that has been one of the biggest takeaways for me from this work over the last 6 years. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that I've talked to in Saginaw, and one consistent element is that in a city as small as Saginaw, and
right.
Yes, we are small.
Yeah,
in the grand we are a small community.
Yep.
There are so many people willing to give their lives, their time, their work, their effort to other people for no payback.
No pay.
At all. Like I'm just like running down a list of all of the people that I have met who are making absolutely nothing, but they're pouring into the community and to other people anyway. It is such a passionately giving community.
Yeah, it's funny, man. I just had a download. In order for you to become who you became, you had to do something for free. What did you do? You went in, you took the pic, you asked, can you take pictures and things? You did it for free. But the seeds you planted is allowing you to reap your harvest now because people looked for you to interview them. I was looking forward to this, brother, and I couldn't sleep last night because you come off the cuff, and I never know what to expect from you, man.
Yeah, I got a text from you, and then I got a call from you. I was like, oh, Terry's thinking about this. Terry's feeling a little nervous, baby. I got to call him back.
Yeah, I really don't feel nervous about the truth, man. I treat people right.
Yeah.
I love what I do. My wife and I, we love what we do. And the thing, if you ever notice, we never ask for financial assistance when we do things. We do it out of our own pockets. We don't mind that because we know without the customers and people in this community, we wouldn't be able to take those Sunday drives. We wouldn't be able to take our grandkids on vacation. So it's imperative that we take a little bit of time, money, and effort to give back to the community that blesses us so much on a daily basis, bro.
It's really interesting. I keep comparing the interview that I just had with Jimmy to the interview I'm having with you now. And something that we talked about with Jimmy was the Safety Around Water program, and they raised $21,000 to help 360 kids in the city of Saginaw learn how to swim, be safe around water. And they asked for money, but they asked for money in a way that they could give it back to other people in a different way. And you're saying like we're doing good but not asking for money, and I think the lesson there is action. Like you're doing actions for other people. You're pouring into other people, you're filling a need, you're seeing the community. There can be different ways to do it, but in the end what you're doing is you're helping other people. Right. And like you said, like what's the purpose of living if it's not to help other people?
Right. Well, you think about this, when you operate in your purpose, your money show up anyway. your fortune show up. When you do what you're supposed to be doing, and you in your purpose and operating in your purpose, money show up, things show up. And see, a lot of times we take what happens with. They always think it's financial gain, but I have a bunch of grandkids that other people pour into because my wife and I are doing the work that we supposed to be doing in this community. So when they see our kids and our grandkids, they pour into them. They give them jobs to do that they don't necessarily have to do. But like I say, once again, once you do what you're supposed to do and operate in your gifts, the money show up, or the things show up, or the blessings show up, or you being able to give to other people show up. Yeah.
The things that you do, the values you hold, the beliefs you believe in, especially when it comes to the community of Saginaw, like it really feels like it comes from a belief in Saginaw. My question is, why believe in Saginaw? You have, I mean, like anybody in any city across the country can hop on social media and it's a relentless complaint list of all the things the community isn't doing or it doesn't have, or the things that are wrong with it, or what so-and-so is doing, and all of those things. And I'm not saying anything people aren't aware of, but that is a specific challenge in Saginaw, the reputation that Saginaw has. So why Terry Reed of Community Auto? Well, like, why is your belief in Saginaw so strong?
Well, you have to sit in the shop and see it for yourself. You know, people come in and they tell you, man, you're doing an awesome job in the community. Just when you think people are not watching, they're watching. And we appreciate what you do. We appreciate what you've done. And if it wasn't for Saginaw, the dark days and the days of light, if I didn't go through those things, I wouldn't be who I am to this day. So I owe Saginaw a great debt of gratitude for that reason alone, man. So I'm pouring back into the very city that poured into me.
I agree, 100%. I agree. This work that I'm doing is a way to pour into Saginaw, and 1,000,000% Saginaw has poured back into me.
Absolutely.
It has been, of hundreds of communities that I've worked with, the single greatest community to say thank you. Yeah. And to say we appreciate this, we value this. It's the only community that I know that has embraced and invested in this work for 6 years. Every single week, every single month, for 6 years at this level. Saginaw, of all the cities in America, has invested in this work, in its people, saying our people are our greatest asset, are amazing. The world has to know our people's stories. It is the only city to say we are so committed and we believe in our people this much. We want to show them to the world. And so props to you, Saginaw. Yeah, you're amazing.
Awesome. And it's crazy because you read the news and watch TV. I mean, you watch the news and things like that. You would swear Saginaw is the worst place in the world. But Saginaw loves on those that love on them. They really do, man. Yep. And brother, that was the start of you and I. Yes. If you think about it. And
there's another beat.
When you
there's another way of
it. Hey, brother, when you doing exactly what you're supposed to do, man. Like I said again, those desires that you have, you become blessed with those desires of your heart. You speak them out loud or keep them to yourself. Yeah. God blesses us with those things, man.
Yeah. What's up, baby?
Yeah, what's going on? All right on. Yeah, so, man, Phil, I have to thank you, man, for all that you do for the city of Saginaw and painting a positive thing in the city, bro.
I want to riff on this a little bit because I think we have to acknowledge, like, the people that hold a different perspective of the community. Okay. Because, like, we're talking from our experience of it. Right. And there are people with a different experience of the community, and I think our perception is limited by our experience. And so they can be looking at the community and say, like, I don't know about this place. Like, I got to get out. This isn't the place for me. And my encouragement to people that think that was your encouragement. Find someone to give something to. Absolutely. To pour into. Doesn't have to cost any money.
Nope.
Just maybe it costs a little bit of your time.
Yeah.
Bring a cookie to your next door neighbor.
That's it.
Watch your neighbor's kids after work.
Right.
You know, cut the lawn. Like, just say thank you to somebody.
Right.
Like, and like those little steps, I think, will unveil a different kind of community for you. So I'm not saying the people that believe differently are wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying pour into somebody, give something back, like just reach out, give it a shot, and I think Saginaw will change your mind.
Yeah, that's good. The weird thing, my prayer every single morning when my feet hit the floor is, slow me down, allow me to listen, and if it's somebody in need of my assistance, give me the understanding to be able to help those people, and let it be clear in me helping those people and how to go about helping them. So that's my daily prayer. I look to get up in the morning to help somebody. I look forward to that. And I can give you a story that happened last week.
Yes, please.
Okay, so there was somebody in here last week, and you know, the things that I've been through in the past helped me. This discernment thing that I possess, I know it was a gift, but I had to go through some things out there in the world to understand it. But she came in. It was a husband and wife. They came in last week, and they drove down the street. And I'm walking through the shop, and the guy's talking to him, and she's saying, "Well, I don't have any money, and I really need to get to St. Charles." Okay, and I walked through, and it was weird. It was one of them moments where, this is your assignment. You know what I mean? We don't have any money, but we'll bring it back Friday. And I did what my heart told me to do. Give them the tires and let them go on about their business. You don't have to bring the money back. I'm glad we could. It was a reason that you stopped here instead of the other 5 tire shops on the street. Because he knows my heart, and he knows I'm going to do the right things. He knows I'm going to do the right things. There was no way I could say, nah, this is about money. No, we can't help you. Just take and go on about your business. That's, to me, that's doing the work.
I think there is a lesson here in that, like you were talking about getting silent earlier. In this situation, you're also aware, like you're listening, you're aware, you're present. You're not like, oh man, I got so much stuff to do today, like, yeah, whatever, just bring me the like you're present with people and you're aware with them. And I think that, like, that's a personal takeaway for me is like sometimes you got to sit in the car, get quiet, say a prayer, and then move forward. Sometimes you got to, like, you've got decades of work to do. You've got so many things to take care of, whatever. But in this moment, like right now, this is real.
Absolutely.
The person you're with is real. Your opportunity to give something to them, to help them, to make their life better in some way, like, that is real. And just stay present. Be with people. Be here now.
I never, when I leave home, I never turn my radio on. I never turn. You get in my truck right now, my radio is not on. I get in there and I do that daily. I've been doing that for maybe 7 or 8 years.
I'm
now.
the same way.
I never turn my radio on. And I just believe that every single day there's an opportunity to help somebody if you are aware of it. You know what I mean? I look for opportunities to bless people on a daily basis, whether it's a conversation or whatever it is. I look to bless people. That's just my nature, because the very story that you did about me being homeless and addicted to drugs and things like that helped me become who I am. And you know, a junkie, a person that's struggling with drug addiction is one conversation away from getting their healing, man. Like it was with me and my grandfather. It was one conversation away, man. So we have to look for those opportunities to change people's lives through conversation, man.
I love it. Takeaway quote before we stop recording from Terry Reed: every single day there's an opportunity to help someone.
Amen.
Terry Reed, I want to thank you so much.
Thank you, my brother.
Love you, buddy.
Love you too, bro.
Likewise.
All day, man.
No. We gotta
All day. I can talk to you all day.
Likewise.
All day.
I love this so much.
All day long.